Hey, good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life bringing you a word of the day for January 2nd, 2025. And before we begin, I would like to remember the victims of the mass casualty event in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm taping this one day ahead because I have math class on Thursday rather. And I didn't stay up very late last night. I went to bed, and when I woke up this morning, it was all over the TV. 10 people dead, 26 injured, two police officers shot. And just ask God to watch over the families of those dead, give them comfort, help those who have been injured for full recovery, including the brave police officers who put their lives in danger to save the public. Uh, we ask this through your name, amen. Well, the word for today is first, the foundation. It's a very short quote. Is sobriety all that we can expect of a spiritual awakening? No, sobriety is only a bare beginning. And that is from, as Bill sees it, page 8. And Bill and Dr. Bob were founders of the AA movement back in the 30s. And that is a wonderful book to see how they brought it all together. Really, really wonderful book. Practicing the AA program is like building a house. First, I had to pour a big, thick concrete slab on which to erect the house. And that to me was the equivalent of stopping drinking. But it's pretty uncomfortable living on a concrete slab, unprotected and exposed to the heat, cold, wind, and rain. So I built a room on the slab by starting to practice the program. The first room was rickety because I wasn't used to the work, but as time passed, as I practiced the program, I learned to build better rooms. The more I practiced, the more I built, the more comfortable and happy was the home I now have to live in. What a wonderful passage to uh, kind of equate progress in the program to the building of a house. That's something everybody can understand, and it's very true. In my case, I came in not court ordered, but in my own mind, kicking and screaming. I was gonna see if I could get 3 days. If not, the whole program was no good. Everybody was a liar. Uh, and go on my way trying to think my way out of alcoholism. And in the end, I couldn't do it. But it is a gradual process. I came in, I saw all these big signs, up the front of the room, and oh, what a cute little sign! Isn't that something? I could have thought of that in my sleep. Let go, let God, dear, but for the grace of God, and eventually came to really enjoy seeing those signs. And did, as I went to weekly meetings, I'd see the sign. I'd think of an incident that happened in my life the past week that kind of related that to the particular message of the sign. and and you just keep working at it. Work at it, work at it, work at it. When you don't feel like it, go to meetings. For me, I couldn't become too disconnected. In fact, this particular podcast, or whatever you want to call it, is an attempt to stay connected when I have limited mobility. When I started, I didn't know how many I would do. Should I do them when I go to meetings? Should I do them when I don't go to meetings? Uh, thank God, with the help of other people, some people come and pick me up and we go to meetings. I can drive during the day, and I have assisted devices when I walk. I need a cane. I'm probably gonna transition to a walker, but my being a nurse, it doesn't embarrass me or bother me to do that. And I'd much rather be a sober guy who can't walk uh, than a drunk guy who can't walk. Uh, there's a big difference. And it's just like I can't put my finger on when I changed, but there were all points along the way that first 6 months going to the beginners meeting, that wonderful feeling of not having alcohol in my system for the 6 months that I went to the beginners meeting, and meeting with people who were at the same stage in their sobriety as me, had the same concerns, or many of the same concerns, and almost like a class in school. They're not going to put you right into the eighth grade. They had this beginners meeting just for people who had never been to AA or were coming back. And I'm really so grateful that they did have that. It helped me a lot. And going to the meetings, absorbing what people have to say, their experience, strength, and hope. Um, it means an awful lot to me. The older I get, I'm not so cocky now as I was when I was 40. Although I can slip off the rail, not drinking wise, but get very ornery when I'm not spiritually based. So that's a wonderful reading. You can tell we're going to start right at the beginning with the daily reflections. And if you join me in July, we were working our way up they call it the 12 and 12, the 12 steps and 12 traditions of AA. And you could tell by the page numbers we were, advancing in the book and our understanding of how important each step is to our sobriety. And here we are right at the very beginning. First, the foundation. First is first. And you have to have the foundation. And as it says, no, sobriety is only a bare beginning. You have a lot of other benefits, and I'm very grateful for that. So I'm going to wrap it up. Please pray for the victims of the shootings, the drive-by vehicle with 10 people killed and the 26 in the hospital and the 2 policemen. Please pray for them and their families. And we will see you tomorrow. Stay safe and stay sober.